about all things benefits. And today we are going to talk about what happens plan changes on January 1. It's the middle of December. Many people have just wrapped up open enrollment. Many people are going through open enrollment now. And for some folks, enrollment isn't going to meet until next week. So if your plan is the same and you're not changing anything, keep your card and move on with your life, and you'll be in good shape. If your plan is changing, if you are staying with the same carrier, just keep your card until you get a new one. And if you are changing your carrier, do the same thing. Just keep your card until you get a new one, and be on the lookout for your card. Generally, they take about 3 weeks, maybe 4, to arrive at your house after enrollment closes. And they arrive in an unmarked envelope most often. So a lot of times they get thrown out. So if you get anything in an unmarked envelope and you are expecting an ID card, open it up. And they're really soft and flimsy. You know, they used to be a little firmer like credit cards. They're really soft and flimsy. So it's not even like you can just feel the envelope and decide what to do. So be on the lookout for your new card. If you take medication, maintenance medication, so something that you need to take every day, be a little cautious here. Make sure that you have enough medication to get you through the first week in January, or that you refill your prescription prior to December 31st, 2020, December 31st. And that way, in case there's any kind of technical hiccup, you don't have any problem with your medication. You know, 98, 99 times out of 100, really these plan changes, they just run smoothly, even if they're a little bit delayed. Where we see people get hung up is with medication, and they run out of medication on the 2nd or 3rd of January, and there's some sort of system glitch and they can't get their medication paid by their insurance on in that really first couple of days of the plan. So 2 things there. First, get your refill a little bit early if you can. Usually you have a window where you can pick up some early. Do that. And 2, if you're taking a maintenance medication, particularly a generic maintenance medication, those are often really inexpensive. If you need to pay for a couple of days of that, do that and then file a claim to let that go to your deductible. Really, that should just be a couple of dollars. You know, there's a list at pharmacies and pharmacies, all the different pharmacies wherever you are, that they typically offer for $4 or $10 or $5. There's a good chance that your medication is on that list. If it is, take your medication, and just then make sure that you're set up in the system and you work that out so you don't have that problem again. But really, 99 times out of 100, there isn't a problem. But that is the problem that we see. The other problem we see is if you have a scheduled doctor's appointment in the first couple of days of the plan, make sure that your insurance you're in the system and insurance can be verified. If not, try to move that, and maybe try to do that now when you still have a little bit of time, and not when you're standing in the doctor's office, because that's a pretty stressful time to start with. So plan changes are really okay. Insurance companies are so big, TPAs are so big, there's so many changes that happen at this time of year. It's really important to allow a little bit of time for the data to catch up to what is happening. And really, when you get a message on the 2nd, and when you're standing in the pharmacy, it's not that you're not covered, it's that the data hasn't caught up yet. And I know how frustrating that can be. So get your refill early. Make sure if you have a doctor's appointment scheduled early in the month and you have changed carriers, that you work that out ahead of time, and then you'll have much less stress in January 2023, and you will have a much better experience on your new plan. So take care. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and enjoy the holidays. We'll see you next